It's true, though. Alrighty. Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking Sporadically, the podcast. New and improved deep voice today. Episode 109. We're glad to have you guys listening on Spotify or YouTube. Yeah. So Luke's going to take us away.
Oh, boy. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you picked the guy with the no voice to talk.
I'm going to step in real quick.
The most.
Make sure to follow us on the socials at Speaking Sporadically on TikTok and Instagram. Leave a like.
Subscribe.
What do we want to talk about today, boys?
Oh, didn't you have a plan?
No. I didn't have a plan.
Talking about the Flash?
No, that was going to be for one of the newer kind of different style episodes here in the fall.
Coming in the future.
Look forward. Coming soon.
What do we want to talk about today?
Literally, I don't know.
We got some fun things to look forward to in the next few weeks.
Next 2 weeks are pretty packed.
Yeah, country concerts coming up. It's always a big thing. We talked about it last year.
We talked about it the last 2 years.
Oh, damn.
We're going to do it again.
In the next 6 weeks, I'm going to be able to see Luke Bryan, Dirk Bentley, Tim McGraw, Chris Stapleton, Izzy Top, and Leonard Skinner live.
6 weeks?
6 weeks.
Oh, yeah, it is 6 weeks. Yeah, we're going to a
That's solid.
Simple Sharp Dressed Man concert in August.
Like the Duck Dynasty song?
Yeah. That song came on last night on the bus, and I was going ham.
Everybody's crazy about it.
I'll admit, I think, I'll digress. When you guys originally said people know it because of Duck Dynasty, I said, no way. It was way popular before Duck Dynasty.
Not really.
I'm saying...
It's a good show, though.
You think ZZ...
ZZ Top is literally like an 80s band.
I know they're old too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Duck Dynasty's
It
older
was
than
like
you think.
early 2010s.
Nowadays, yeah, if people under 60 hear it, they'll probably more likely relate it to Duck Dynasty than to the band itself. Yeah, I was against that idea for a little while, but
We had a whole
Come around.
like hour-long discussion.
It was-
Well,
about
it's funny
It
because
was
I
long,
think
yeah.
it just you two are having a conversation
then you
about
walk
it.
in.
And then I'm like, yo, is this the Duck Dynasty theme song on right now?
yeah,
Yes,
memories
it
came back
is.
today about that. Yeah, you're right. I wonder how many songs are like that though. Like the band who
you
made
can name
the song,
lot.
the theme song for Friends, which I don't think it is. It's the theme song for Friends, but it has a name. Like I feel bad for them,
like
although they get royalties. So.
like Running Up That Hill just blew up from Stranger Things the last season. Like
Yeah, and is
I would
that
say
an
most
older
people-
song? I feel like that is an older
it's
song.
like
isn't it?
80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kate Bush,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh
who
yeah,
that.
Kate Bush.
and she like quadruple her earnings just from her revenue just from it blowing up just from Stranger Things.
That's all it
Which is
takes.
insane.
That's pretty cool.
It's like Luke Combs' cover of Fast Car. Tracy Chapman's version is like back on the Billboard Top 100 just because of that, which is wild.
That is
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. Because I listened to his like once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'd never heard it before.
Or Miley Cyrus's Flowers. I don't know how that's still near the top of the charts. That song is not good at
Yeah, I
all.
never liked that song.
What was the conditions for that song? Like, why was it made? Does anyone know?
Well, it doesn't have something to do with.
I'm pretty sure it's because like she's a musician and she makes musical songs for money.
Wasn't she engaged and they broke up or something? Wasn't that it or something else?
I feel like somebody like tweeted or sent it on social media and referenced that song, and to like show affection or to do whatever towards her, and she was like not having any of it, so she made that song, which is at face value such a diss on
Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars. His song is amazing. He
I
didn't
know.
make it for her. Why is she tearing it up like that? But
Yeah, it's
if
definitely
people
one
like,
to
there's a
look at.
market for everything, I guess. So if people like it, I wonder if Bruno ever said anything about that. If he responded or not.
Bruno's too big for that, bro.
Bruno is too
He
big for
don't
that. You're right.
care.
Yeah, I didn't know he's coming out with a new album too.
Yeah,
It's coming
yeah.
out
Coming out in 2024, new album in February.
tour
Really?
And he's touring,
next year.
so it's
We're
gonna be
definitely going to
legendary.
one of his concerts.
Yeah, that'd be
Sounds
awesome.
like a road trip.
We'll come to like Cleveland or something. Cleveland, Cincy,
Cincinnati.
Columbus.
Columbus, Toledo, Detroit.
Taylor Swift has a game in Paycor Stadium next weekend. The same
You
She's
mean
got
a
a game. Who's
show?
she playing?
show. Well, yeah.
She's facing off the Bengals.
No, she's
Oh, no.
probably
Oh,
playing
no.
against,
Jamar gonna be all
fans,
over
I
her.
bet. But it's the same night the Reds have a game, like 3 blocks away.
Yeah, you're gonna hear one or the
That's
other.
gonna be wild,
It's
bro.
going to be wild, bro.
That
And-
traffic has to be insane.
That traffic would be
oh, yeah.
terrible.
And you know what?
Cincinnati already bad.
Well, actually, they said since the Reds have started winning, that traffic is better. Like people are like nicer.
Mhm.
Like it's
People
actually
are happy.
it does wonders because Cincinnati is now like a crazy good sports team
But we coming
or
around.
sports city.
We coming around though. FC Cincinnati's at the top of their thing too.
Yeah. I mean,
MLS.
Yeah, I just saw that TikTok.
sports
yeah,
team.
MLS.
Bengals are obviously on an
Bengals are
uptick.
up.
Reds are
Reds are
over
way
500 for the first time since
Yep.
2012.
Yeah, over a decade. So
Over
yeah.
a decade. So
Just need an NBA team.
And the Bearcats are doing good too, right?
that'd be
Yeah,
wild.
talk
If we had an
about that.
NBA team, that'd be different. I might actually watch NBA then. Maybe.
Not a Cavs fan at all.
No,
Maybe when LeBron was there.
it's not something we watched in my house. It's just not.
Really?
Kind of like college football. Not something I watch. Now I have no opinions. Like I'll root for Ohio State, but like don't
You don't
ask me.
watch
Don't ask
College
me.
football is almost more entertaining than
I feel
NFL
bad for you,
sometimes.
bro.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I try. I really do try, and it's just not. It's
College
never.
football is amazing.
I really am trying. Like this year, I might actually try to watch more, but
Do you watch college?
I don't
basketball?
know why anything's more important. Why some games are better than others. Like why these games over that games. I don't understand the
It's
whole.
the same as any other
What are you
sport.
saying?
That like
Yeah.
that
If two
trans-
better teams are playing
That-
each other. It's gonna be like a better.
that
Yeah, but how do you
translates
decide who's-
across any
It's
sport
way easier in
the world.
college sports, bro. They put little numbers next to their
Yeah, they're
team name
ranked.
to tell you how good they are.
I don't know.
Do you watch college basketball at all then?
Yeah, I watch college
Well, it's
basketball.
March
College
Madness,
basketball, we
yeah,
watch
so.
that.
But not NBA.
Not NBA though.
I mean, that's also a fair thing. March Madness is 20 times better than NBA.
I
Literally,
agree. I love it,
it's
especially since I somehow managed to miraculously do well like every year.
You don't even need to know absolutely anything about anything. It's all just luck.
He said miraculous. It is. At some point,
Ish.
we're crashing, guys. We're
Mhm.
crashing.
Yeah.
Someone lift the plane back up. Grab the stick.
Get this man a mic.
His keys.
Speak.
I'm busy now. I forgot to start the time.
You said. Oh, I was gonna say you're setting an alarm for tomorrow. I got you.
we've only been on air for like 7 minutes, so
Kind of cruising, low key.
Trey, can you see the number on the screen?
I bet he can't.
Scoot in there.
Do this.
Trey.
Put your face in there, bro.
8, 10, 11, 12, 13.
8.
13.
Set it for like 20 minutes. Barry, you good?
Very chill, bro. You guys want to see? Yeah. What do you guys want to see Barry in next?
Bro, we need to get him like a flag suit.
I want to. Yeah. For 4th,
Yeah.
get him like one of those eagle helmets. Yeah. If you drop comments, we'll buy something as long as it's not like $1,000. You know.
Literally.
Yeah, we're not gonna put him in no Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Unless someone sends us some Louis Vuitton for Barry.
Send us Louis Vuitton. Barry will rep that. Absolutely.
Louis, send us some Louis.
Partnership.
I ain't never seen nobody sponsored by Louis until now.
Really?
No, there's definitely
I was
paid
gonna say.
partnerships, dude.
It'd be pretty cool.
Like you see ads, well, not ads, but like paid partnerships.
Yeah, or you ever
Like
seen,
YouTube
a
or TikTok
famous
when they,
person
like,
wearing Louis?
Well, and there's like just like influencers that just like say like, hey, this is what I'm wearing today. Like that's a paid sponsorship half the time.
Well, you know, I could have my Gucci on. I could have my.
Yeah, I know.
I actually did see something really cool though on TikTok. You guys remember like Ben DiNucci, the memes with him, the Cowboys backup quarterback, or used to be. Now he went to XFL. Now he's signed with something else. I didn't even know they were a thing, but some guy reached out to him on Instagram and was asking if he wanted, or the guy was sending him merch. He made hats. I don't know if you guys have seen them. They're like the upside down hats. So it'll say like Dallas, but it's upside down on the hat. Because I've never seen them before. I saw this
No.
either. And this was the year that they were on Hard Knocks. The Cowboys were on Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said yes or whatever. And he was really smart with it because he said, he's like, oh, I'm a fringe type player. So if I have like a good personality, whatever, they're gonna like cameras will go to me because I'm like playing chess with like Micah Parsons and stuff. And so he said when he was doing that, he was wearing the hat and repping it. And, like he'd know where the cameras were, so the entire time he was like playing with his hat, so like people would notice it and stuff. And now it's like a multi-million-dollar company that from the guy he partnered with. And now he's like, I wouldn't say an investor, but I'm guessing he's part of the company in total. And like
What are the hats
apparently in
called?
Dallas, everyone has them for whatever reason.
So it's just upside down.
Yeah, if you like look it up, I forget what the company was called. Like you look like I
Well,
just
did you
look
see
up
the
like
same
upside
thing
down
with
Dallas hat.
with like the massive hats?
Yeah,
It was
the
like a
big
small
hats.
hat, but it was like it was huge. It's like
Yeah,
a normal
NFL
size
players.
head. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who was the first one that did that? Was that Sauce Gardner that did that first?
I think so.
Because it was like one of.
Devin just looked it up, and it's just a bunch of cowboy hats flipped upside down. Are you talking about like these kind of deals?
Yeah, kind of something like
I
that.
got you.
Just a,
Oh, okay.
the
It has
letter-
logo
so
upside
yeah,
down.
it's
Kind of random, but all right.
yeah, very.
I mean, it looks pretty neat.
Because wasn't that like one of Sauce Gardner's friends? He was repping it. That made the
Yeah.
company. Or it was one NFL player. So I don't know if it was Sauce that did it first.
I have no idea. I don't keep
My
up with
legs
like the
cramped up.
real.
Yeah, like that. Like
Let me
that.
see. Let me see.
Apparently, it's all over Dallas. So a lot of people have them.
What the heck?
Yeah, that
$40.
Yeah, that kind of look dumb as crap, but like.
Oh yeah, pictures of everyone wearing
$40.
CeeDee Lamb.
That's crazy.
All right, that one.
That.
This one right here is just silly. It's just like a D for Dallas, I'm guessing, but upside down. So it's
genius.
It's a D.
It's
It's a
genius.
D. Like it's capital, so it just.
Have you guys seen the? You guys seen the clip of the weatherman where he's like, the weather this week is like the Dallas Cowboys peaking in the '90s.
That's kind of
What?
awesome.
Yikes! I seen someone like that, weatherman, where everybody like incorporates rap lyrics into his like while he's live on TV. So like you have to be like listening if you watch the news and like regularly. He did Eminem the other week, and I forget which one.
I guess yeah. If I was a weatherman, I'd try to have some fun with it. You know what I mean? Wake people up in the morning.
Makes
Mhm.
you more memorable too.
I
Yeah.
saw a TikTok where like it was some news reporter who had his own TikTok page, and like people would comment different things to say, and he would have to find a way to like insert that word. So it'd be like a really weird word or phrase, and then like somehow he'd be able to like slide that in. Because a lot of people are like, no way he'll say this, no way he'll say this.
Like
And,
while he's talking to people in public or something.
no, like
No, he's a
while he's
weatherman.
reporting, like
Oh,
while he's like
okay.
on air reporting, like
Oh,
weather
I
behind
think
him.
I've seen the same guy.
I can't even come up with like an example phrase, but it was something like that. Really weird that he would just say it. He'd slip into his, his forecast.
He
or
made
his
it make
spiel.
sense, too,
And it
as a
was
thing.
funny because everyone wants to hop on that train and be the one guy that comments what he's gonna say and stuff. So that was funny.
I've seen that. I've seen him perform one where it was really. He's a smart guy because it was like a weird, like it's almost. It wasn't a slur, but it was a curse word. It was obscenity. And he said it, but he didn't say it like a word and like slip it in anywhere. He said it in between two words that like sandwiched together. It spells the word out and like makes that. So he said it, but he never had to say it. He's a smart guy. It was cool. I haven't seen it in a long time though. Oh no.
There was a radio host type of deal who did like it was a very similar thing to this, but like people like say this on air, and he actually did get fired from his job at one radio station. He moved to LA and got on a different radio
Was it like
station.
Bruno or something?
Yeah, it was like yeah, it was like Bruno something. I don't
That's the guy
remember.
that. Pretty sure that was the same guy that did the Zamboni thing, where he was where people will do like the "This is me after one beer" and stuff, and he was doing.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure that was him. He's like, they were doing the one challenge, or not challenge, or just doing that. So he's like, "Oh,
Trend,
this is
yeah.
me after one beer." It's like me after two beers, and the third one is just him riding the Zamboni on the on the ice court.
That is hilarious.
I'm pretty sure it was that dude, if I remember correctly.
Zambonis
Good
are
night.
comedic gold for some reason. Ever seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
scene with the Zamboni in Deadpool. It's gross, but man,
It's fun.
is it funny.
I can't wait for the new one to come out. Him with Wolverine,
What?
the new Deadpool movie. I think it's coming out next year, 2 years.
Ugh.
Is Deadpool an X-Man or is he like?
He's
Yeah, he's part of the X-Men
DC
universe.
Universe.
No, that's Marvel.
Yeah, he's part of the X-Men universe.
It's Marvel. So
Marvel
yeah, X-Men
now.
universe.
So they're merging X-Men and the MCU together.
Nope, because they bought absolutely everything for probably a couple $1 billion.
Well, X-Men was already MCU. No, not MCU, but it was Marvel. Yeah, X-Men is Marvel.
It's Marvel, but they didn't own the film rights to them.
Okay, I see what you
It
mean.
was it Sony or I forget what company owned them.
Oh, yeah.
Sony's the one that owns Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know if Sony owned both of them because Sony bought. So a while back when Marvel was like
That's a
on the
good question.
decline, they offered Sony to buy all their character rights for like couple 100 mil, 500 mil, something. They said that their characters weren't worth that, and that they only bought Spider-Man and the X-Men. Those are the only ones that were worth it.
Yeah, it was
And
Fox
left the rest.
that owned the X-Men.
Fox.
Which makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they did a Disney-Fox merger.
Yeah.
Sony owns them like all now, right? All of Marvel.
You mean
Sony? No, Disney.
Disney?
Disney, yeah.
Does Disney own Sony now?
Disney bought the rights back
Yeah,
for
they bought
everything.
everything.
I think it was
Sony.
another merger.
Sony doesn't have any superheroes.
I think they still have Spider-Man technically, and they just made a deal with
Yeah.
Marvel
Yeah.
to like a certain amount of films that they can make with it. Because Sony still does like Across the Spider-Verse and all those, like Miles Morales and all that. So
Oh, really?
yeah, they're the ones that make that.
Disney didn't do that? Wow.
That would make sense because that make you have to. I said that makes sense because wasn't the Spider-Man Spideyverse video game only on? Sorry, it took me a little bit. My brain. It's only a PlayStation game, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
PlayStation
Sony
Oh.
owns PlayStation,
Yeah.
so it makes sense where that because it had a huge hype. What was it? I think it was just Spider-Man Into the Spideyverse was a video game or
Spider-Verse?
something?
The two is just Spider-Man like PS4, and the other one's the Miles Morales.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know
There's something
a-
special about it.
I know there was
though.
a big Spider-Man game that dropped that was PlayStation only.
Yeah, that was
which
like
owns
that was a
Sony. Makes
couple
sense.
years ago. That was a while.
No, there was like a real new
No, I
one that
think
like
it's-
just
it's
dropped.
recent.
Miles Morales one.
It might have been. I'm gonna look up Spider-Man.
Because I played through both of the games. The first one was
PlayStation.
How are they?
they're good. I think the first one was like 2018, wasn't it?
Spider-Man Remastered.
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man 2.
Miles Morales, PS4 and PS5.
Yeah.
Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah, 2023 Marvel Spider-Man 2.
So I think that's
The
my
movie or the game? Oh, they're coming out with the game.
Oh, they're coming out. So it hasn't.
Yeah, it
dropped.
hasn't come out
October.
yet.
They are
2023.
pumping those out. I feel like the one just came out.
Dude, that's gonna be cool. I'm reading this. It'll feature both Peter Parker and Miles Morales as character players. So
Oh,
basically,
that'd be
combine-
It's gonna have a
it's
G-
gonna have
It's gonna have a
both of them.
GTA type
That's gonna be pretty
in
character
the
system.
in the first game, you played as both too.
Do you?
You play as like the main one, and then this is like Miles before he got bit. So you're just doing like stealth
Homework?
missions and stuff.
Jeez.
You're just doing kind of stealth missions and stuff for him, but you still get to play with them. But it's kind of boring.
I need to watch the movie because those look really cool. Honestly, there's
Yeah, but-
a lot of hype around them for good
Yeah, I
reason.
feel like I need to watch them because I keep dogging on people who like them. Yeah. Yeah.
I think
For no reason though,
Yeah.
just because it's animated. To be honest.
What's wrong with
I came across. I'm just
For
saying, like
what?
How to Train Your Dragon was animated.
That's
And That's
facts.
insane.
Yeah, but I've seen it, so I understand.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like I haven't seen My Little Pony, bro. So
Bro, you
What
haven't?
does that have to do with anything?
how is it, Luke? Is it gas?
Get on a scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate it?
Lisa 6.
It's a 6.
All right.
See, I was gonna say I've seen it, but I have a little sister.
What? You wait me to say something here?
I'm waiting for something.
Waiting for something? I'm not incriminating
How is this
myself.
still on me? How is this? I thought that was shifted off immediately when you said that.
I have a right to not self-incriminate myself.
I plead the fifth. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
You
for
know
how
your
much
rights.
you use the term canon events, you should probably like watch the movie that's actually from.
True. That
Is it
is
really from that?
hilarious.
That's from that
dude.
movie.
They are
Oh,
so
I had no
funny.
idea what they were from. I didn't
Yeah.
even really know like what it meant.
That was like the biggest
I mean, I
scene in
know
the
what it
movie,
means,
right?
but
That was
I
like
don't
the
know
plot,
why.
basically. It was
Yeah.
centered around that.
And it was cool. I would assume Marvel wasn't or didn't join. I thought they joint made the movie, but when they show like all the Spider-Man, their canon events, and they showed like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in the movie, like a scene with him. They showed
With the camera and
yeah,
everything.
Andrew Garfield's like his, but they never showed Yeah, Tom Holland's.
Wait, so they went like to like real filming, but then they went back to the animation.
It wasn't.
No,
it was
it's
like
probably animated.
no, it wasn't animated at all. It was like the actual live action. There was animation behind it, but it was like
They squeezed like the live action into the animated movie.
into it. Yeah.
Doing it like Looney Tunes.
That's some Looney Tunes stuff
They
right
pulling
there.
some-
That's some
They pulled
Space
some
Jam if I
Who
ever.
Framed Roger Rabbit shenanigans on. It worked out back in the day, so. No, yeah, I saw a little bit of the movie because I was scrolling on TikTok,
Oh yeah.
and they had some unethical activities going on, and I stuck around for like 10 minutes, and I saw that, I caught a little bit of glimpse of the end, and it was like the canon event or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yeah, I'll have to try it.
I
Aren't
gotta
they
catch up.
coming up with the second one, or it's already out?
That was the second one. There was a first one, Into the Spider-Verse, and that was Across Part 1, technically.
Was that Miles Morales?
Yeah, they're both Miles Morales.
Okay.
And the second
If
one.
it was Miles Morales, just like the Peter Parker, pretty much like he is Spider-Man
Of that universe.
Yeah,
of that universe. Oh yeah. I hate this multi-universe stuff. Bro.
Yeah, it is weird
Yeah,
that
I
like
know.
for
It's getting
some
too
reason
far.
there's a lot of Spider-Men that are Peter Parker, and then like,
There's a lot that aren't. It's
but
like
then there's
variants.
a lot that aren't.
Yeah, the whole.
But I
There's
guess in
an
an infinite
amount that are
universe,
and
then
aren't, bro.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've been talking to everyone. Everyone I talk to says they can't do Marvel anymore. Like there's like a
'Cause the
few good
Infinite
movies
stuff?
that have came out past Endgame, but they're like, and I've talked to some big Marvel fans, and they're like, nah, it's not.
Not
It's
the same.
confusing. It's
Well, it's like, well, I was gonna say something stupid. I'm almost retracted, but I'll say what my thought process was. It's like when you watch. It's like when you
Get
watch
ready, boys.
like a really like long-term show, right? And then you finally finish the last season, and then they come out with an offshoot show, and then you watch that, and it's just not the same, which is true.
all right,
But also, I basically just explained exactly what it is, except with movies.
not that stupid.
Because that's what it is. Because like the main storyline that everyone's been building up to for years and years, since like Iron Man
Yeah.
was
Like a 10
Endgame.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
And
they pretty
then
much,
all
like,
of a
did the
sudden they are
perfect
pumping
grand
them out,
finale,
like-
then they were
And they're
like,
pumping them
we're
out
not
like
done.
twice a year. So there's nothing to build up to anymore.
And the movies are just not the same anymore. I mean, they kill all the characters
Yeah.
everyone grew up with. Or not kill them, but
Mhm.
like retire them, or like it's
Yeah.
whole new
Phasing them
characters.
out for different things.
Well, that's what they're
Yeah.
doing the right thing with Spider-Man. I think is they played it really well with the Infinite Universes, right? Which I think actually branches back to the comic books. But regardless, to bring it into the cinematics makes sense because basically you can renew stories. It's the same Spider-Man, same persona. He's always witty and funny in your friendly neighborhood. Blah 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 blah. But it's a different story, different villains a little bit every now and then. Different plot.
It's just that they now in the Reds absolutely like everything, and there's just going to be so
It's just
much
too
stuff
much.
going on. They're going to incorporate
should-
like, X-Men and stuff
I
in
know
this still.
they shouldn't.
If they
Fantastic
get, if they
Four's
get
coming
DC,
out.
bro, I'm finna
Yeah.
lose. I'm not even. Gonna
Well, they
post
could
it.
they could do X-Men I think pretty well as long as they don't merge X-Men too much.
They already teased it in one of the
Yeah.
shows at the end of which one was that? I forget which one it was,
Yeah,
but she
there's-
had like genetic mutations, which is exactly what a mutant is.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they already
yeah.
teased it or whatever, and that was
Yeah, because the X-Men movies I've seen those and I really
Yeah, I
like
like
those.
those.
I like the X-Men movies.
And they had a build up and stuff, but they could do a lot more. Like they just haven't been explored in as much detail on the brighter scale cinematically as Marvel has, as the MCU has. Yeah, because they're not quite in there yet. They've been teased.
yeah.
So if they
yeah.
I feel like if they kind of keep them out of it for at least like a few years, they could get more viewership out of it. In my
We'll see.
opinion.
Well, they're already
Next thing
coming
you
out.
know, they're gonna have Harry Potter in there slinging
I
spells.
know. I know.
I might actually watch Marvel then.
Dude, can we talk about how dumb Voldemort is for a second? Is that okay?
How much
Oh
time do we have?
yeah,
How much time
Let's do
have?
it. Probably
I do
like
want to
8
ask. Wait,
minutes.
what is the
All right,
most, what's
that's
the
enough
most
time.
recent Marvel movie right now?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, well, let's go through
it's
that.
why am I blanking? The latest Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's
Oh
like,
yeah,
three.
that makes sense on that.
so
That one's probably good though.
And then it was
Oh, yeah.
they renewed the entire thing, but now they just came out with the Secret Invasion on Disney Plus. Now that comes out every week as a TV show. It's like it's like a
That's
Nick
another
Fury.
thing, bro. You cannot keep up with all the TV
There's so
shows
many.
in
Yes, all
Marvel.
the TV shows are terrible.
Yes.
Besides Loki, all of them are.
I watched
terrible.
the WandaVision one, which I thought was decent, but
yeah. Well, that one had a really solid, idea.
yeah, and
I
that's
really
the first
liked
one
it.
too.
Is Nick Fury still Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
It's got to be good.
Yeah,
It's gotta
they
be
most
good.
likely will be. I
Because
haven't watched.
WandaVision was good, had great big name actors, but that's not always the most important thing. But they're
Yeah.
both very good actors. So
What I was gonna say was in the Guardian Galaxy Volume 3. Apparently, that was the first time the F-bomb was dropped in one of the movies. Yo, chill, bro.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's what
And they
Derek
kept
told me.
And they kept a PG-13 rating too, because even if you have like one,
Yeah, they're allowed to
absurdity,
have
like the
one.
F-bomb.
yeah.
No, you're not even allowed to have one if you say it in the wrong like way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what was the term that they used? If
I read that
use
you were
it-
allowed to have one, so they always planned it like really strategically.
You can have one curse word, but it can be like just not like the F-bomb or like something like as bad as that or whatever. It
Yeah.
can be like a damn or something.
It's insane that they've
bitch.
kept Samuel L. Jackson this long, when also not allowing him to say the F word. I'm just saying.
Yeah, his favorite word.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you guys seen the movie, the Volume 3? Yeah, they did do it in a really funny part. So
Oh, that was
it was.
hilarious.
Spoilers.
Well, this doesn't really add to the storyline. It was just a
That
part.
was funny.
Who was trying to get in the car?
Nebula.
That's right. Nebula was sitting there.
I didn't know
and
she was still alive.
Yeah. Man. But Nebula was trying to get in the car, and obviously they're like on Earth basically, and she's trying to get in the car, and it's an older car, and like she doesn't know how to get in. He's like,
Well, she doesn't even know what a concept of a car is at
probably.
all,
She probably
anyways.
doesn't. She's like, not Ryan Reynolds. What's his name? What's his
Peter
real
Quill?
name?
Oh,
His real name.
Star Lord.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's sitting there. He's like, pull the thing up to get in, and like messing with it, and because she can't open it,
Yeah,
and then
he's
she
like,
does
looks
it.
Like, looks like you're picking the lock, not the not the actual.
And then
door.
she finally pulls it up like to unlock the car, and then she's like, "Now what?" And he goes, "Get in the beep," or no, he says, "Open the beeping door." It was funny.
They also ruined a different part because it was in the trailer so much. But when they first get like on the, so it's basically it's Earth, but like a different Earth, like an alternate Earth or whatever
Yeah.
that they made, and they land on it on their ship, and they're like they don't speak the same language as the people there, and this kid like everyone's gathered around outside the neighborhood, and this kid rolls one of the characters a ball, and he picks it up, and you think it's gonna be like a cute moment. Chucks it right back at him and hits him in the face, and absolute face plants on the ground.
Oh heck yeah! No, did you know Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, had a PG-13 rating? So even though they didn't, technically there could have been a time throughout any of the three movies where what were the two dumb hobbits called? One was like Pippin, right? No, it wasn't Pippin.
Yeah, Pippin.
Pippin and Perry.
Perry. Yeah, Pippin
Something
and
like
Perry,
that.
the two
They could have
twins.
just ripped that absolute crazy F-bomb somewhere. What about second breakfast? We don't have that. Son of a... All right.
What about second, bro?
I think that's going to wrap up the first segment. Catch us in the second half. Talk about something interesting.
Baltimore. He who should not be named.
Just say it, bro.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
We ain't doing Voldy no more. It's not as interesting what Devin's about to rip up.
Hello, chap. Grip the mic and let it go. Come
I
on.
just don't have much to say about Voldemort. It's just a character. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can explain. You said he was dumb in one way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I figured Isaiah had a point
Did you-
at least.
did you
if
want-
He had a
not- we
point
add
to
it,
make
We'll
that
get Isaiah's
added,
point.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say so. Biggest thing that happened pre movie storyline, right? Is that I guess it did happen in the movie, but Voldemort tried to kill the one baby that could have stopped him. Like he knew this, and he's like, all right, all I gotta do is kill it. He uses a curse. Then like magic works in weird ways. Everybody knew that. He knew that. Everyone knew that. Works in weird ways. You know how? Never would do it. Never would do it. I love babies, okay? They're adorable. You gotta protect them with their lives, okay? But
Guns.
it's so easy to kill a baby, isn't it?
Strangle it. Throw it out
Like,
the
bro, you
window.
didn't need to use a curse
You're
to kill
wrong.
him.
You use the stick, all right? Use the stick. It's a baby.
Again, maybe you're talking about the books, and the books are different, but like you're kind of missing a part of the story. Voldemort he purposely kept Harry alive because he made Harry a Horcrux.
Well, he didn't know that.
After he failed to kill
Bro, he
him.
didn't mean to do that, though.
killing Kirk.
No, he
No,
did
he
not.
Yeah,
No,
it
he
was
didn't
on
mean
accident.
to. It was
'Cause he
magic works in
literally
weird
killed
ways.
him.
He didn't intend for Harry to become a Horcrux.
Well, that was also that's the reason I thought you were gonna bring up how dumb he was. Like when he was making Horcruxes, put your pride aside for a second and not make him like
Dude, make it a
easy to
leaf,
find
throw it in the
objects.
forest.
Yeah.
A grain of sand in the
In
ocean.
an ocean, yeah, chuck it in
Good
there,
luck,
man.
bro.
You don't need to access them ever again.
Yeah.
But he
Like,
made
why?
him because he knew he was gonna have to access him. That's why he made him.
He doesn't need to access
Who
them.
has to access?
Voldemort.
Why does
Why?
he need to access
He
them?
just figured he would need him.
Why
For
would
what?
he do
Why else? Why would he make him otherwise?
Because
he
he's
can be
prideful.
invincible.
The point is of the Horcrux is you store a part of your soul in this object, so it's there forever, and it's
Yeah.
not like you lost that part. It's just stored there, so you have access to it magically. But if it's destroyed, so if someone finds it and destroys it, your soul's destroyed, a part of your soul.
Oh,
So if you made it a grain of sand, like Jacob said, and chucked it into the Pacific,
Because he's not want anyone to find it.
no
obviously.
one's gonna find it, and it's a grain of sand. It's not gonna get destroyed.
The only reason he made it
True,
objects like
true.
that is because it was his pride. He was so
100%.
prideful and everything in that.
I mean, he made it like the most obvious. He made it.
A
He
book,
made his
his own
father's
journal.
ring one of them. Now he tried to hide it, but he's going up against the smartest wizards and witches in the world. So what? Well, in England, let's be honest here. So why? He's dumb.
I mean, some of them were decent ones. Like the one cup.
was pretty random.
It was random and it was deeply guarded. Like it was in the bottom of Green Got Safe. It was like all the way down there, and also, yeah, all their surrounding things had the duplicating charm.
Like he didn't just like, oh, I'm gonna make this book and just sit on my desk. Like he
Yeah, he
protected
wasn't
him,
that
but,
goofy, but
like he could have did that so
but
much
his,
smarter.
in his snake.
The snake. I think that's
The
pretty
snake
good.
was pretty
a
cool
living
because that was
creature,
always
though.
around.
Well,
And,
that's
like, he could
exactly the point. He did it because he thought it was cool. Who does that? If I'm an evil villain plotting to overtake the world and kill all humans, I'm not gonna go for cool. Going for effectiveness.
I mean, I like it. I like it because the snake can defend itself, and also he was around the snake, so he could always defend it. The
But
other
isn't the snake
things,
gonna
like
die
it
at
was
one
just
point
kind of free.
old age or anything.
I don't know how that works.
I mean,
You
snakes
could
can
use
live for a
magic.
long time.
He makes the snake have Horcruxes.
The snake was a human at one point.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
That was explicitly said.
Yeah, it was. Well, in the books, it was like a girl or something that like was just like in his. What were they called? The gang or whatever. And she like just
Oh.
changed into a snake, and she just couldn't change back. Her name was Nagini.
Well, yeah, because
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
snake's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the girl's name. Yeah, same.
Nick, she was
That doesn't make
living
any
being.
sense because, like, in the first book / movie, like he talks to it, and he's like, "Where you from?" And he's like,
No, that's a
"Argentina."
different snake. That was Harry
no.
talking
The snake in the first movie, in the first book, first movie, whatever.
I mean, second
That's
one.
the same. That is Nagini that he breaks out of the zoo.
Why was Nagini in the zoo?
That was not the game.
That was not
just a
Nagini.
random. That was
That
just
was
a random
just-
snake.
Yeah, that was not Nagini.
Bro, even J.K. Rowling said that was Nagini.
No way.
Yeah.
I do not believe you.
I'm serious.
AK Captain, bud.
I'm not even gonna lie.
What?
I'm pretty sure that was just a random snake.
No, I'm pretty sure Isaiah's right with that because if an animangus, which I'm guessing that's what she was, turns into it,
Yeah.
you can get trapped as that forever.
All right, everything you need to know about Nagini, Wizarding World. All right, wizardingworld.com. What a crazy thing. All right, it's explained in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yep, it's a person. She was a person. All right. Nagini the snake used to be a woman with a terrible curse. So it was a curse. I don't think she was a... Oh, it's like a werewolf thing, but it's permanent. Yeah, I remember that. Her friendship with Credence, which is a person, and blah, 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 blah. Not just the evil character who did Lormont's bidding. So, yeah, Nagini turned into a snake. Nagini was first introduced in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, so it was not the snake. It was not the same snake.
Okay.
Yeah. That would have been kind of cool. But
That would have been a really cool, like,
bro. I think it was wicked.
ode to the first. Like, just completely random. But it's so weird because they says Nagini has venom. But what kind of snake that gets that big? Because it's literally portrayed as, like, the size of, like, a constrictor-sized snake.
No snake that large has venom. They don't.
I
need
know.
It. They don't need it. You bite.
I guess it
something,
was probably a
you're just
magical
consume it.
beast. It was probably just a magical
Oh yeah,
beast.
well, yeah, absolutely.
Their own version.
Well, a human turns into a snake.
Don't think it's
Might
really
be a pretty
natural.
pretty large snake.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, that's the end of my TED talk about how Dumbledore was dumb.
Not Dumbledore, you mean Voldemort?
No, Dumbledore was.
He was also really dumb.
Yeah, he was actually also kind of dumb sometimes. All right.
Yeah, Dumbledore's calculated plan involved him dying. Nice.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta set it all up exactly right. And then
There
it'll
was-
happen.
There was
Maybe.
something.
I love.
I did
Harry
watch
Potter,
a video
bro.
about how Dumbledore was dumb, but I can't remember it.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Next episode, we'll see. But you want to take it away now? I'm interested to hear about the history and all that.
So I was just gonna say,
Actually, I guess before we get into that though
Yeah,
too,
go ahead.
but I was seeing a video about how everyone in the universe is like dumb as crap. Like when no one believed Harry at the very beginning that Voldemort was back or whatever. Like, dude, you guys have like truth potions and stuff.
Yeah.
Just give him one of those. You can't lie, dude.
And the Felix Felicia or something like that, like the Lux serum.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't everyone just use Lux serum?
When they go
Like,
out.
well, I guess
Because except that it's extremely hard to brew.
they gave it to a student.
Yeah. And you
They
just need
gave
like
it.
one drop. And
All
the
you
thing
need
probably
is
like
somebody
500
skilled enough
drops.
to produce it, and you have one drop, or
Yeah.
you have a drop per important character, you know. But I guess cinematically or storyline, it's necessary to not do it. But still, that is so silly. If everyone had it, I guess it wouldn't work out too well.
Or just like bring a gun to a wand fight. What are they gonna do?
Very, very true. Very, very true. All right.
all right, we're gonna change gears here a little bit. So the past few weeks, I watched some documentaries. They're called America's Game, I think, and they're like an hour-long documentaries of like each Super Bowl winner. I'm pretty sure they make them about every single Super Bowl winner. I just watched the Steelers ones because I was a fan, and obviously Steelers have their famous '70s run where they won 4 in 6 years or whatever. So I was watching those, and it was cool to see a bunch of throwbacks, and it was just really cool, like the difference in the game between back then and now. And like they also won it like in '08 and everything, and so I watched that one, and so that had like kind of still players, you know, like James Harrison, Joey Porter, Troy Polamalu. It was really cool.
Polamalu's famous pick 6 against the Ravens
Mhm.
sent him to the Super Bowl that
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, it was really cool, like learning all the stories and like, because they go in detail like through the whole season, like all the adversity and like how they went through this, and they interview like actual characters. I was gonna say
Actual
that
characters,
yeah,
players.
like actual players.
Everyone knows it's scripted. Everyone knows it's scripted.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, but I was gonna say that you guys should watch it, but oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Don't even say what you're about to say,
Well,
bro.
that's what I was saying when I started it. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna say that because it's gonna sound like a dick move. But you guys don't have any Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying?
I'll watch all the San Francisco 49ers Super Bowls wins.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. So it was cool watching the Steelers ones, and hopefully soon Bengals will have one. Yeah, or Browns.
Good talk, good talk, good talk.
Facts.
Well, you definitely could watch the ones. Do you know what year the Bengals were in it? I'll see you.
76.
76 and 81.
I don't think it was 76 because I think
It was
Steelers
in
won
the
it that
80s,
year.
I think.
They were both 80s, weren't they?
I think they're both 80s.
Joe
America's Game
Jamar
40s.
Cannon, Jerry Rice,
Prime.
San Fran team.
49ers.
I'm gonna go 81 and 83.
It was indeed a
That's what I was
lineup.
thinking.
I feel like it was
81 was one of them.
In 84.
84, I bet it was right around there.
Because they were like almost like back to back, but not exactly. I mean, yeah. Now we back to back losses.
Can't be bad as the Bills losing 4 years straight in the Super Bowl. That's a kick in the nuts.
To who?
That is just
What
hard
time frame
for-
was that?
Respect
that
to
was,
Bills Nation, but like that's hard.
70s, 80s, 90s. One of the three, I think 90s.
That hurts, bro.
Yeah, I think it was 90s.
Well, just think now they're just choking in the playoffs instead.
They can't get past the first round of the playoffs, bro.
I don't. Yeah, here it is. It was 81. Yeah, I don't know. They're just really good. And I learned,
Are you starting to watch one right now?
it was 'cause I had to
Thank
scroll
you.
to the end to see what the Super Bowl
What are these
game
on?
was. Just YouTube. Just look up America's Game. Yeah, they're really
I
fascinating.
love
Like I
YouTube
enjoyed them.
documentaries, bro.
Yeah, they are good, honestly. But it was just really cool, like to see how dominant Mean Joe Green was, bro. Like people like that whole defensive line, like they called it the steel curtain, was so insane. Like the numbers they were putting up, like Mean Joe Green, like obviously was the biggest name, but he covered up all these other guys. Like I even forget their names after watching it. I know like L.C. Greenwood was one.
They still hold the 2000 Ravens do for the least points allowed in a game.
Or in a season.
In a season, yeah, sorry, not a game. It was like 10.8, which is absurd.
What? 10-8?
Somewhere around there.
That
Just
is
absurd. Which, I mean, I guess the game's also changed a lot, because I think that season the points average was like one of the lowest ever, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But
It's like that
but
one. It's
still.
like that one stat. It's like, oh, it was like LeBron averaged 31 points a game when the team average was 112 points per game in the NBA, and then Michael Jordan averaged like 32 points per game when the team average was 87 points per game in the 80s. But just over the one specific season that they were analyzing.
Yeah, it's very nitpicky stats, but still absurd.
Yeah, but
Absurd.
they talked about a bunch of stats that like the whole D line was like leading the NFL, and then they had the famous combo of John Stallworth and Lynn Swann, the two receivers, and like
Lynn
as soon
Swann
as-
was a dog.
Yeah, I know, and John Stallworth was right behind him, and
Yeah,
he
you
was
got-
like just as good, and like
you got
he was out there
Jerome
trying to
Bettis in the
prove-
backfield.
Yeah. That was really cool too, because that was like the 2000s one. Because obviously Jerome Bettis has a cool story with he was going to retire, but then they convinced him to come back, and like he has the famous
Immaculate
3
reception.
rushes, 1 yard, 3 touchdowns, because they'd give it to him on like the half-yard line and let it run him in.
That's
every time.
always on like the insane stat lines for games. It's
Mhm.
always on this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all cool stuff, and then obviously like you have Big Ben, who was real young when he did this, and
And
So I
that
know,
was,
it's just
that's one of
cool.
the best Super Bowls ever too. Just the way it ended and everything.
hmm I'm just gonna start watching a lot more, like even non-Steeler ones, or maybe like the years that the Steelers lost.
Or just like the ones where like the Super Bowl games were like really, really good.
hmm
Yeah.
I don't even know how new they.
It feels weird
Newest
because I
one.
feel like now we're at the point where like the NFL we grew up with is like a whole different era. than Now.
Everyone's getting old, retiring. It's gonna be the same thing with basketball soon.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I feel like basketball's like 3 years off of feeling the same way the NFL felt the past 2 years. Cause like everyone's gone, bro. I remember when I was like a kid, everyone, bro.
I'm looking.
It's been like the last 4 or 5 years. Every single like amazing quarterback has retired.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Peyton Manning,
Drew
and-
Luck.
huh?
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees and Andrew Luck.
Andrew
which was
Luck.
terrible.
Well, yeah, Drew Luck.
Drew Luck. You're getting two, yeah.
Their
Ben
era's
Roethlisberger.
over.
Matt
They're like
Ryan.
They're not. Yeah. Matt.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't retired yet, but yeah,
Pretty much.
He should
dropped
have.
out.
he's
He should have.
He's decrepit.
I was gonna be that mean.
He
But-
was abysmal.
2020 is the newest one. 2020, so they're still
Pumping him out. That's pretty cool.
So I wouldn't mind watching the last season's one with the storylines with the Chiefs and
Mhm.
Eagles. I thought it was really interesting because I watched the
Mm.
Kelsey's podcast a lot. Like when I
Yeah.
drive back to Toledo and stuff, I watch their new episode every single time, and I thoroughly enjoy that one. They're really funny.
They are hilarious.
They are great dudes.
I do like that. Yeah, one thing that I hope never changes is that like it's always been a personality, like not personality centric game. It's obviously a skill centric game, but there's always been personalities in the game as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that never changes.
You know their last name is actually pronounced Kels.
Yeah, that's one of their podcasts.
Yeah, they talk about like it's actually Kels. That's how you say it, but everyone says Kelsey, and we're not
So
going
we're
to try
stuck
to
with
change
it.
it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
stuck
Kelsey
with it.
sounds rolls out the tongue better.
Yeah,
Two syllables always sounds better.
it's so weird, bro.
Mm.
Travis Kels, Jason Kels.
Yeah,
Well,
it
you
just sounds
can't
weird.
like add like that extra like as a sports announcer you can't be like Travis Kelsey. Travis Kelsey.
Travis
You know?
Kels. Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
weird. I didn't know that.
Business decision.
it's for the brand, bro.
Person that I miss, I'm pretty sure me and Devin talked about it before, just Antonio Brown, prime AB, bro. I'm not even a Steelers fan.
Dude.
That was fun to watch.
Dude, Prime AB was like, I mean, if you take up like his best 3 seasons,
Up against
it
anyone.
might be the best like 3 wide receiver seasons, like back to back to back
Yeah.
ever, bro.
And from like 2014 to 2017.
And as a Bengals fan, bro, I saw that man torch.
Yeah.
Was a stud. If
Yeah.
he didn't get corrupted and ruined by the Steelers staff and faculty.
I think it was the
best stretch on the Steelers.
Nah, it's actually the Bengals'
Nah,
fault.
man, if I
Vontae's
could-
perfect, but
if I could pull one player back into the game, and I know I'm a Cincy fan, but Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, bro.
What
we
a
could do that too.
character. And he was good.
True.
And he was good.
we can each do that for each of our teams. Who do you want to add on
I
offense
like
and
that.
defense
Yeah.
from like a
Mm.
pass team?
I'm sticking with
Oh,
Chad.
wow.
That's such a
Chad Ochocinco. Because he was hilarious. Oh my lord, he was so funny. And he was good.
Bro, right now, if we had Anthony Munoz on our team for this season, prime Anthony, bro.
That's
oh
that's a good
my
point.
God,
That's a good point.
that would be crazy.
Offensive wise, we already have Nick Chubb, but even just seeing prime Jim Brown, just running in that backfield. But like he also just
How much did Jim
prime-
Brown weigh when he played? You think?
You can say
200 something probably, high hundos I think. I have no clue.
Hmm.
I don't know how much he weighs. Prime Josh Gordon.
Mine would
Flash?
have to be. Mine's kind of a variation. I do Killer Bees, bro. Like it kind of goes back to Prime AB because right around Prime AB was Prime
Killer
Le'Veon
Bees.
Bell, and I was watching in the Americas game. They talked about the stats, and Le'Veon Bell was just ripping it up. Like he was like up there with the rushing too, and obviously Big Ben was just still really good.
Yeah, I was.
Just,
I watched
like,
a video on the Killer Bees too.
It was one of those things where it's like you don't appreciate it or you don't miss it till it's gone. Like you know how awesome that was seeing the Killer Bees, bro, and everyone knew it. Bell, Ben, and Brown, bro, so good. And then there was like a season or two where like we couldn't get in the end zone, and Chris Boswell like led the NFL in like field goals and stuff because that was the one playoff game where he made like 8 or 7 field goals, and that's all we scored. We like won in a playoff game. It was like 21-24 to like 17 or whatever, and it was all field goals. And so like they added him to the Killer Bees, like the newest Killer Bee, Boswell.
Bald man.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Probably like just like prime AJ Green would be wild too. Imagine just like
What did you just say?
AJ Green was not good. Dude.
He was pretty good.
His hype
He
was,
was
way
pretty
over
good.
what he did. He was fine. He was a solid receiver, but he never did anything
solid,
special.
solid's a little bit of a stretch, but
Do you think he was above solid?
I mean he was really really good. I wouldn't say he was like
He was
AB
not.
He was like the
level.
king of consistency for like 9 years.
Nah, bro.
Well, no one also cares about consistency. Like Mike Evans does that same stuff every single year. No one gives him any credit at all.
I give Mike Evans a ton of credit, bro. I think he's a dog.
Like-
Had him on my fantasy had him on my fantasy team the past 2 years, so he's a dog.
Mhm.
Drops like a 50 bomb in like pretty much everyone's championships.
AJ Green's
Dog.
AJ Green's stretch, I'd probably compare to like Adam Thielen, bro. Yeah. I bet if you looked up numbers, I bet like Adam Thielen was like
No,
on par with
dude.
AJ Green. Yeah.
Like-
Did
best-
Adam Thielen even have 1,000-yard seasons?
I don't think he used to be a dog before.
know.
When he was
I'm not-
younger, before Justin Jefferson got there, he was really good. I wouldn't put.
Nah, he's
I
not
don't
better
know.
than AJ Green, dog.
You can also let nostalgia blind you too with the stats, because like I was on TikTok, I get them all the time. It's like player 1, player 2, show both their stats blindly. It's some like last year, like what was the one I just saw? Oh, Geno Smith, worlds above Aaron Rodgers last year in stats. Like looking at it, and obviously you're gonna pick player B because blind stats it's a lot better, but everyone's gonna obviously tell you Aaron Rodgers is a better
That
player.
wasn't Rodgers' MVP season, was it?
No, but it's not like
Yeah, I would say now that Geno Smith potentially could be a better player than Aaron Rodgers this season.
I feel like everyone still says Aaron
I
Rodgers.
just looked up his career stats. So I only have a couple. I don't have everything.
Or it's like, who do you think's a better receiver, Tyler Lockett or DK
So-
Metcalf?
When did AJ Green get drafted? It's probably a
Tyler
pretty
Lockett.
similar time. Oh, 9?
You're just saying this because I'm
He's
asking
way
you
older
that.
than I
Oh, I
thought.
actually think that, bro.
He
I
actually.
think Tyler Lockett is better. He's been better longer.
No, it was 09. His first game was. No, it was 11. It was 11. I'm stupid. I can't read. They put the date with the year first, then the month, then the
I was
day.
gonna say,
it was
09.
2011.
Yeah, 11's a little closer.
Yeah.
All right, but what has he got? Do you have like a career or?
Just go on Stat Muse. You can look at his entire career.
Snap views.
Stat Muse.
Stat. That makes a lot
I mean,
of sense.
I got some stats here if you can pull yours.
Mine goes like game by game.
Oh, that's too much. I got him a year. I got what he does each year.
Games, bro, because they made the playoffs for like 7 straight years throughout my elementary and middle school days, bro.
Bengals?
Red Rifle, baby.
Yeah, with old
All right, let's see.
Could not win a playoff game, bro.
Big choke.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, these are all games.
Come on, bro.
I don't know what you want from me.
Literally just look up
Who are you looking up, Isaiah?
AJ Green.
You're looking up AJ Green. All right, I got
Like literally just pull up like this.
Yeah, I'm going to Stat Muse. and
I
just
don't even
looking
have
like
to do
this.
that.
I don't know where you found stat views. I looked it up and it took me to like weird like portal I'm on ESPN.
Isaiah's search engine he uses on his phone also.
DuckDuckGo.
Screw beer.
I'm on Safari.
Oh.
Shots.
This is making me think Adam Thielen's already better because I can actually get his stats. Bro.
Listen.
I don't have
Someone get his stats.
All right.
Stash is so good.
All right, I got it. Okay.
Years? You got a year?
All right. What year does Adam start with?
Of 2014.
All right, 2014.
Dude, Adam
right.
Thielen was a bum his first year.
All right.
barely
What do you
started.
do? What do you put up? What do you
8
put up?
receptions, 137 yards, and a touchdown.
All right, read off.
That's pretty good.
2014.
Hey, what does GP stand for?
Games played.
Oh, 13. 86.
Receptions?
It targets 132. Yards 12.9 thousand. Yeah.
What do you? He did not
No,
get a
12.900. 12.900. 1,900.
Bro.
No, 1,297.
Jeez, I'm
He averaged 15.
All right, do you have career? Let's
I'm
just
losing ripples right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have career.
What's
I
a-
have career.
What's his career receptions?
727.
All right, Adam Thielen has 530. What about yards?
10.5 thousand.
All right,
I read that correctly this time.
Adam Thielen only has 6,600.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, AJ does have 3 or 4 more years on these career stats.
Yeah, I know.
Consistency.
Yeah, let's talk about consistency. 1,000,
This is duly
1,000,
true.
1,400, 1,000, 1,200.
Consistency more better than more better.
What do you mean he's gone? He still plays.
Yeah, bro. AJ Green retired.
Yeah, last year.
No.
No, he's
He's
on
still
a
going
different
strong.
He's
team.
on a different team. He's on.
He's on.
Is that
He's on
Lions?
my.
He's on a.
my.
Panthers. No.
Yeah.
He's on a really bad team. I'm pretty sure.
He's on my
What was the
dynasty.
Vikings receiver that just retired? I think Adam Thielen did retire.
don't
No,
think
I
anyone
know he
did.
didn't.
No.
Because they drafted Jordan Addison.
You want to look at rushing stats?
For AJ? For Adam Thielen? I don't even know AJ. Hold on.
93 yards all time.
Nice.
Touchdowns 0. 70 touchdowns for AJ Green.
Have you guys also seen that thing where it's like, if you got 5
Yeah,
carries,
Panthers. He joined the Panthers.
if you guys get 5 carries in an NFL game, you have to get 5 yards for like 100 mil. Do you think you could do it? You're behind like the Eagles O line.
Yeah,
easy,
yeah.
bro.
If I have a good O line,
I don't know.
wait, how much time?
Maybe.
Am I like they pulling me from the crowd, or do I have time to like at least prepare mentally and like speed wise?
Or are you just gonna get like booped into the middle
you
of the
get, You
game?
get like a day in advance.
Bro,
I guess
could
I'm
easily
studying
do
the
that.
O line plays, and that's it.
I could
that's the only
easily
thing I
do
could do.
that.
I feel like I
I
could.
feel
do
like
that.
you could. The only strategy to that though is that you are
What if they just pick
sliding
me up?
every single
Dude,
time.
I weigh like 155. They could pick me up and throw me 5 yards.
Dude, there's plenty of guys in the NFL that are pretty small.
yeah, and they don't.
I think I
like-
could do it.
I'll sacrifice.
yeah, but they're actually like trained bodies that have been playing football. It's a lot different than being the same. You can weigh the same as much as you, but it's a
I
completely
have a full
different.
game, don't I?
5 carries.
Five carries.
For 5 yards.
You get negative.
5
you
carries.
get
5
negative yards.
You have to go like 7 if you get negative 2.
And tell me, you get hit once in an NFL game. Tell me you're
Dude,
most of the time.
One of those linemen slaps your calves.
Oh yeah,
Going 3 feet to the
that's
right.
tightened up right there. Yeah, that's like locking up.
You're not different, Devin. You're not an
Bro.
NFL player.
There's
I don't
some.
think you could do it, Devin.
I bet I could. I definitely could. You give me a draw up the middle. It's not about reading holes.
Up the middle. I
That's
was
the
thinking.
worst
Of, I was thinking. Of, I was thinking of swing, dude.
Your only
jet
chance
sweep.
is literally
Yeah,
your
give
only
me-
chance is like double power with the tight end. You need 3 blockers.
I would
going
do the
left.
opposite. I would actually empty it out. I would do a draw. Bro, you can't put everyone in the box. That's when you lose by power, bro. I'd split everyone out, 5 guys, just do a classic dive. That would spread out the linebackers, spread out the linemen.
You're gonna get killed.
No, bro. Bro, it's not about straight
You're running
speed.
a
It's about
shotgun?
reading the holes. If you make a good shift to an open hole, you can easily fall forward for 3 yards.
And you're nowhere near their speed.
I know. That's why I'm not going to run a jet sweep to the outside or
No,
whatever
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
want to do, bro.
You don't have to run a jet sweep. That's completely different. You know.
I'm just saying.
He's
They
like,
won't expect a good juke. They think you're bad.
It's literally about if you can read a hole.
They
Like,
think you're bad.
They thought I was kicking that way, but I didn't.
there are going to be gaps in that line, whereas if you take a quick sidestep and you hop over, there'll be a gap and you can fall forward for a couple of yards. Again,
just
if
gonna
you
go
have a
between her
decent
legs.
O-line,
Aaron Donald was sticking one arm out and absolutely putting in a chokehold on the ground.
yeah, he can bring me. Yes, he can tackle me. I'm not denying
This is
that.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna line up. Find where Aaron Donald is. We're gonna run power the opposite direction. All you need to do is outrun the edge rusher that's gonna collapse down. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, the tackle should get him. I don't.
No, because the tackle's pulling left.
How much
Your
money?
tackle
Is
and
it?
your guard are
No,
pulling.
that'd be stupid, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's your only chance. You outrun.
No.
You outrun the edge,
No.
and the quarterback pushes you from the back.
No.
Yeah.
And you follow 5 men
you're
up
only-
the field.
yeah.
That's the only chance
You're-
you get 5
well,
yards. Bro.
I was gonna say your
If
only
they
hope is
carry
to,
you.
no, your only hope is to get every man behind you and just get into a dogfight pushing
No.
this way.
You let the actual running back run the ball, and then he flips it to you backwards, and you get his
Oh
yards.
yeah.
Hmm.
That is a very good play.
That,
Then you just give him like 100,000.
Oh hell yeah!
yeah.
I'll take that.
Because like even the yard thing, you can do like a QB sneak and you can maybe get a yard, but like you're gonna be hurting with all those bodies on top of you. We're not NFL players, or
Oh no, I'll cry it off with my $99
No,
million
but
dollars.
I'm saying that this is a different scenario because you have to get 5 yards. You can't just do one QB sneak and you take one good hit. You're not you're out of the game. Don't even tell me you're
Maybe.
different.
Like
You're not
Okay,
different.
well you have to listen.
Nah, these guys are
NFL
good.
players' bones aren't stronger than ours. Like their bones will snap just as easily as ours.
I'm not
Do they
saying
have
your-
more
your-
muscle
your
and they
bone does-
faster?
Your
Yes.
bone doesn't have to snap, but like you're
They
telling me
bruise just as easily too.
Your ACL is going to tear a lot easier than any of their ligaments.
Yes, bro.
No,
Bro, I promise
no,
you.
no.
Their
Theirs
muscles
will
are not
not tear
different.
as easily as yours. Yeah, that's what I said. That was correct. Yeah.
Wait, what
You
did
know
you
who
say?
James
they will
Harris
not
is?
tear as easily as yours.
James Harris?
Yeah. Ever heard of him?
No.
He is.
He's
James Harrison.
he was on the Steelers.
You
bro.
said James Harris.
He said James Harris.
James Harrison. Is it James Harrison?
Yes.
You know who James Harrison is?
I'm
bro?
aware. Yes, he's the sack leader for Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Bro. That man did workout training specifically to make sure his muscles were so dense that they were like wood and would not bruise.
No, he's in the America's game. He tried to hurt people. He's like, I'm gonna play
He
by
would
the
try to
rules,
hurt you.
but I'm gonna try to knock you out of the game. That's what he always say. He doesn't want you to get up. I know. He doesn't play anymore. I'm just saying it's all
So
about the
you
tackle
think that
too.
man tackles you, and you're just.
It
you're
depends
up.
how he tackles. If it's straight up the middle, he's blitzing. I run right into him, and yeah. But if like he gator tackles me from behind, I'll be fine.
That's assuming you've already made the 5 yards. If he's behind you,
Well, he's
if he's
an edge
behind you, I'm
rusher.
hauling ass.
He's
dude.
an edge rusher, so if I run up the middle, he's obviously going to come around. He's going to have to grab me from behind.
Yeah,
you,
but
you tackle my feet,
but
and
the
he
thing
usually
is,
gator tackles.
You have to
Thing
get
is,
past him first.
You're underestimating how fast everyone is compared to.
I know. That's why I don't want to power it, bro. If you load everyone in the box, they're going to be able to get to me before I can move it. That's why I say you.
You don't
want
wanna power it, but you wanna go
You
in the middle?
empty that box. You empty that middle as much as you can, and you try to speed and get in there while there's like no one there.
How's your speed?
I guess if Devin's line up in the backfield, they're not going to expect
Honestly-
him to run it. So
Honestly,
you might have the mind game
quarterback.
advantage.
Honestly, because I'm white, bro, a quarterback draw might be the best. So like, who is this backup quarterback? Literally split out the running back, tight end, the receivers. Hopefully empty it. Hopefully there's only just like one middle backer and like 4 linemen.
Really good receivers, right? That's my thought after what he said. I think it was a good idea. That might give you a chance
Yeah,
to get 5
I'm not-
yards, slide, no one even touches you.
I'm not powering because I'm not.
You
gonna
have
able
to be
fall.
fast though.
Yeah, you could be quick, but again, like a lot of
We've
running
seen
backs
some-
aren't that fast.
Well,
and
I
a
was
lot
actually
of
gonna
them
say-
never get to their top speed when they
There's-
run up the middle.
there's
It's
a
all
lot of-
about
Yeah, but
shifting.
they
There's a lot of
are
QBs that aren't that
fast
fast.
compared
and
to
they
us.
still-
They
There's
might
a lot
not
of
be
QBs
fast
that-
compared to the game.
Devin or Trey, I'm sorry. Trey, there are QBs out there that are probably slower than you in your prime in high school. They still
you
can
never-
catch 5 yards if they're focused on
Yeah,
receiving.
true.
Like if there's an
Yeah,
open
but
gap
yeah,
in the line, they
yeah,
can scramble.
yeah.
and
If they're
You're saying-
man to man and not
you're saying
coverage,
like- yeah,
you
you're
have
saying like
one. You
old
have
Tom
5
Brady.
chances to get them on man to
You're
man.
saying like old Tom Brady, yeah, he does that, but he's got like 12 rushing yards his entire career. I got 5 plays. That's different.
he can do a QB draw.
He has 12
and-
rushing yards his
He
entire
definitely
career.
has more
It's
than
some
that,
stat
though.
like that.
It's definitely low because he's not a runner, but
Yeah,
it's
he's
more
real
than
slow.
12. I would do it. I think I could definitely do it.
I
bro.
agree. I think it's worth a shot.
What's worth a shot? Obviously, I'm just saying. More likely.
That's what I would
that
do.
could
I feel
happen.
like with 5 chances, there is. I'm gonna go very very statistically. There's a 20% chance that I'll get it.
I could get it in 3. I think you hand me a draw. I think I could
Well, the
fall
thing
forward
is-
for 3
Well,
yards.
I'd throw it a few times.
You don't get,
I'd use
good
two of
blocks.
mine.
You're getting negative yards.
I'd
How
take
do you
3
think you're
chances to
falling
win it.
forward, bro? When someone starts to tackle
It's
you, you're not
about
going
the
to fall
tackle,
forward.
bro. If they gator tackle you,
But
from
No,
these
I'm
guys
jumping
These guys are
It's
taught
not
to
always-
not let people fall forward, bro.
If they get
No, they're
10
not,
feet
bro.
away from me,
They
I'm
just
jumping.
Yes, they
tackle you.
are, bro.
Bro,
They're
okay.
not going to give people free yards, dog.
If we one-on-one straight bull rush,
It
and
looks
head
it looks
on
like
head,
it
then
looks
yes.
like they're not it looks like they're not even trying to not let people fall forward because they're letting Nick Chubb at full speed fall forward 1 yard, bro. But
that
you're
is a
not, you're not
train.
him, dog.
That is a train.
They're
It's
gonna
all
gonna
about the
square up. They're
tackle,
gonna be
bro.
fast enough to shift, square up, bro. You're gonna have
Yes,
literally
it's-
parallel
again-
hips, and they're going to
Again, if you do like a power and you run it right at them, then yes, when we hit, they're obviously going to win. But if they come from my side or behind, the way they tackle me, how physics and science works, just because they hit me from behind, that's not going to pull me back, bro. It's going to literally throw my body forward.
Where do you think the middle linebacker sits on a draw, bro?
That's why I'm spreading it out, bro. You try to get them out of there, and you run away from
the
them.
middle linebackers don't stay in the box, dog.
Well, hopefully he gets blocked. That's the whole point of a pulling guard.
Mom and Dad are fighting again.
Jacob,
You're
saying
spreading
something
it
we're
out
getting
and
a wing
pulling a
next
guard.
week.
Yes, that's the base power, bro.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
doing that, bro.
I'm just saying, I know
Uh,
this is like a little behind the scenes reference, but I found a new ego boost for Devin. He thinks he can compete in the NFL.
No, I'm saying I
thinks he should have went pro, bro.
I'm saying I could get 5 yards in 5 plays.
Steelers sign
I know
this
that
man.
for a fact.
He'll get you 5 yards every play.
Okay, what about like?
No, I'll get you a yard every play.
What
No,
about-
because even then, after you do it like once or twice,
They're gonna catch
know.
on.
They're
You
gonna
have to
catch
use
on.
2 of your 3. What I would do, I'd have 3 chances. I'd use 2 of my 5 at the start to actually try to just throw terribly, But maybe with a good receivers, we'll make a reception, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we gotta worry about that," and then we'll do it again. See what
You're
happens.
not gonna be able to see over the offensive line, bro.
That's why I'm counting on the receivers being good. All right.
Just throw it up. Hopefully someone catches it.
Wait, let me look. How many quarterbacks are 5'9" and under?
Well, Bryce Young's what, 5'11"? He looks tiny behind his offensive line.
It's like Kyler Murray,
It's like 6 foot.
Baker Mayfield. That's all the short guys are.
How tall is Baker Mayfield?
He's pretty short.
There are short running backs. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well running backs are like bred to be that way.
I mean,
you know
there's a
what I
lot
mean?
of short guys in the NFL.
5'9",
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brees Hall is just a little tank, but he's fast.
He's a fast tank.
Bro, he's going to be so good this year. I'm not going to get him for as cheap as I did last year.
Bro, the shortest. No way. Am I reading this right?
Jack Shapiro, bro. Shortest guy in the NFL. He's 5'1".
How do you do?
What does he
Never saw
do?
it down.
Wait, is he in there right now?
Who is this man?
I feel like I've heard Shapiro before. I think.
Ben Shapiro.
No. Because I thought about that when I heard it.
Ben's brother.
Ben Shapiro, yeah.
It says the shortest QBs in history. It's 5'7", 5'7", a lot of 5'8", and there's loads of 5'9". And I don't know if they did this. It looks like they did this in chronological order. The last quarterback that was 5'9" was, I don't want to say his name. I don't want to get it wrong. Chon Gallego. I don't know. He was on the Raiders in 1962.
Tells you everything you need to know.
Let me see if there's different.
So then, if you're like so different, what about like NBA? Could you get a bucket and you're playing the entire game, every single minute? You can choose as much as you want. Doesn't matter. You get in the bucket.
Probably not, unless they can draw up a really good play where I can like roll and everyone gets picked.
I feel like that'd be a lot
But
easier.
like, I'm not going to beat anyone in the post.
You're not saying that's
I'm
gonna be
not
easier
gonna-
NBA or NFL game? I feel like you're shooting enough.
like-
you're
that's
chucking
like-
up enough shots. You're shooting every single time you get the ball. They're not gonna guard
If
you
they're
anymore.
playing off and
They're
I
not
can
gonna
shoot
guard
like
you
a deep
anymore.
3, then maybe.
Yeah, I would assume at some point they're not gonna guard you anymore.
But
Can I
like,
bring a gun into the field? Nah, I can't do it.
If I had to pick you fighting Aaron Donald and you had a gun, I might pick Aaron Donald.
I'd pick Aaron
I'm not
Donald
gonna
too.
lie. I'm
I
not
wouldn't
gonna
use
lie.
a gun on Aaron Donald. I wouldn't want to face that. I'm not gonna lie.
That man trains with knives. He is absurd.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. All right. We
Yeah,
already
it's-
ran a bit over. A little treat for you guys.
Yep.
A little joust going on between two comrades. But hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. Comrades.
Comrade.
You're wearing red. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
All right.
We have to blur that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think that's a good way to lead off. Maybe we should have done it 30 seconds ago, but If you enjoyed, leave a like. Follow us if you don't follow us. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, if you stuck around to the end, leave a comment. Say something you want to talk about or something we want to dress Barry up into. And have a great day.
Peace.
I have to blur that out.
Yeah, literally.